In this video, I'll be answering the poker question, should you pursue poker if your family is against it? Now this question was brought forward to me by Francis, who I had the pleasure of meeting whilst he was here in Bali. And he talked to me about how poker didn't work out for him because his family was very against it. And after we got speaking a bit, he sent me some follow-up messages and he said, my dream was to play poker from the age of 20, but my parents had other ideas, and in the end, that's what matters. I think you have to at least give it a go after your dreams so you don't have regrets, but in the end, it was hard that my parents didn't accept it, and that won out in the end. And it got me thinking how many of us poker players struggle with the same problem. How many of us stop chasing our dreams because our parents, our families, our friends don't accept the path we're on. If I think back to myself starting in poker, I got a one-way flight to Thailand with some friends, and I was scared to tell my family that I was playing poker. I actually made up that I was traveling. I was like, oh, I'm kind of going to Asia to travel, because I thought that would be more acceptable than saying I've just graduated from uni and I'm going to play a card game for a living. It doesn't sound realistic to them. So first of all, I think a lot of poker players are going to be struggling with the same problem, trying to get acceptance from their family, friends, and not feeling that. Generally, your families are not going to understand poker. So for me, the journey I went on was first to show them I was serious about it. So I think if you want to get some level of acceptance from your parents, from your friends, from family, you've got to show them you're serious about poker. So you've got to be professional about it. You've got to show them that you're dedicated to it. You've got to educate them on what you're doing. So if you're making money, show them, look, I'm getting a regular income coming in every month here. This is quite secure. If I work hard, there's good projections. It's got a good kind of career objectives if I can work hard at it. And this is the angle I went down. I tried to show my parents I could handle myself in poker. And the first thing I wanted them to know is, look, I'm okay. I'm playing poker for a living. I'm going to be okay. So trying to get them to see that you're going to be safe. Because their biggest concern is that you're gambling, you're playing cards for a living, you're going to end up in debt, you're going to end up in a really bad situation, maybe turn to drugs and alcohol, in casinos, throwing away your life. So you've got to put that at ease, and the way you do that is by being professional with poker and showing them that you're having some success with it. Now, that being said, even if you do that, very good chance your parents still won't accept it. They'd still rather you do something else than play poker. So I went to the next transition where I was like, all right, okay, even though I'm doing well, I've been traveling around, I've been living in different places, I was showing to my family that I was serious about poker and it was going well. But still, when I went home, if I traveled home to see friends and family, it was always, when you're going to get a real job? Come on, Adam, when you're going to use your degree? When you're going to get to real life and stop playing around with these card games? Are you still winning? Is it still going okay? As if like it was going to just come crumbling down at any time. And at first it was annoying, and I was like, all right, okay, like I would like some more support. But over time you realize, you know what, like I'm just going to get on with my own life. So the first thing is try to get support from them, like to show them that you're serious. Then you want some level of acceptance that, okay, I'm playing poker for a living. Can you accept that and not put pressure on me to do anything different? And luckily, my family didn't. I got to a point where they weren't pressuring me to do other things. Francis, on the flip side, it sounds like you were getting pressured from your parents and your family to do other things. So it comes a point in everyone's life where you've got to go, okay, am I going to live by other people and their standards, society's standards, my parents' standards, or am I going to go after my own dreams? Am I going to live by my own judgments and go for what I enjoy? And at some point, there's a kind of fork in the road moment where you've got to go, please others, please myself. And it can seem very selfish, it can seem very inconsiderate to go down your own paths, but what's the alternative? If you start living your life to please other people, you go down a very, very different path, and generally, you've got to put your own dreams to one side. Now, although your parents and stuff wish well for you, would they really want you to be unhappy and go down their path? The reason they want you to go down safer paths, more secure jobs, is because that's what they know. Their only intention for you is to be safe, secure, happy. When you say you play poker for a living, or you're going to pursue it, they have no idea what that involves. It just sounds crazy. Even like for my younger family members, it doesn't sound like it's a real thing, but you've got to go, okay, I'm just going to back myself and I'm going to go down this path. They may not understand it, they may not accept it, but over time, it takes the years, like it probably took my family 4+ years before I could say I play poker professionally, and they're like, oh, okay, cool, and it wasn't like, get a job, when's this going to end? Because over time, you prove to people that you're serious about something. And when things aren't working out, you're new at something, of course people are going to be skeptical. Of course there's going to be pressure on you to do other things. But like I said, the fork in the road, am I going to live someone else's dreams or live my own dreams? And if you go down someone else's path, good chance you'll have regrets. you'll have regrets, you'll have resentment at some point. If you end up in a job that you don't like, you'll be like, I could have done poker, but it didn't work out well. Or I could have done anything, I could have started this business, but it didn't work out. I feel like so many people are crippled by other people's opinions, and those in your closer circle are the most likely to impact you, whether it's family, partner, close friends. But yeah, I think you've got to really be strong and go, you know what, I'm just going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a go, and even if people don't support me on it, I'm going to go down that path and I'm going to do it in the right way. I'm going to be professional about it. I'm going to give it my all to it. And then over time, I might be able to win the round, and I might not. Your goal is not to win people around. It's to show that you're serious about something, to go for it. And if it works out, maybe they'll accept it, maybe they won't. It's not your job to make people accept it. That being said, I think one kind of thing is important where you probably need some form of acceptance from your partner. If you're living with somebody and they're against you playing poker, I think that inner turmoil in your house could cause a lot of conflict. If it's just a family member, like your parents, you can just move out and live by yourself, do your own thing. If it's your partner who you're living with, who isn't supporting you and that's putting pressure on you, I do feel like that will, over time, create too much tension for you to pursue poker to a high level. So maybe it takes time, maybe your partner needs to be won over to the idea. Again, maybe you need to prove to her that it's sustainable, it's good. I've got guys who I work with who transitioned from full-time jobs into playing poker full-time, and they had to win their partner over. Go, look, I know it's not as secure on paper, but this is why I'm doing it, and there's good projections here, so support me with it, and I'll provide with the family with this poker pursuit. So yeah, you've got to work through it. I think at some point there's got to be a decision where you go, right, I'm going to live by myself, of my own desires and my own dreams and go for them, or I'm going to live by society, family, friends, pressures, and we know what that is. That's safety. That's do the things that everyone knows. That's security, get a house, get married, do the normal things, get a job, pay the pensions, all that stuff. That's what everyone's going to want you to do because that's what society norms. If you want to carve out your own path, you want to be a professional poker player for a living, you've got to get used to going the solo path. Go, you know what, I'm in the minority. Now, to strengthen that resolve, what I would suggest you doing, if you're going the poker path and you're pursuing it, find other people on the same journey. When I first started playing poker, I was like, and me and my two friends were like, are we the only people in the world doing this? Like, it feels like you're alone. But when you realize, hold on a second, there's hundreds, there's thousands of professional poker players just online. There's thousands of live players. There's lots of players doing this. It's not that crazy. It's a normal pursuit to go down. And once you find other people doing the same thing, you spend time with them, all of a sudden their ideas become more the norm. And the fact your friends, family don't accept it, you don't feel as much an outsider because you get accepted in a new group. So find a community, find a group, find some people who are on the same path as you to make that pursuit easier. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you got some good value from it. Now, if you're wondering what level your mindset is at currently, I've got a free quiz I put together for you in the description. Just click on that short quiz, which will tell you what level your mindset is at right now and how you can progress that to get the most out of your poker career. Now, if you have any further questions, drop them in the comments. I'm doing once a week. I'm trying to answer some questions for you guys that you're submitting to me either by Facebook, via Skype, or in the comments. So let me know any questions I can answer for you in video format, and I'll be glad to do that. Thanks for watching. Plenty more coming from me very soon.